Presenting the widescreen series from Fox Video. Most movies currently available on video have been modified from their original theatrical format by a process known as pan and scan. With these standard pan and scan videos, you're only getting half the picture. With the full aspect ratio of the widescreen series, you'll be seeing the complete on-screen action as originally shown in movie theaters without panning or scanning. Get the full impact of widescreen action and THX sound when you buy any film in the new widescreen series. Speed, True Lies, The Last of the Mohicans, and The Abyss. Now you can experience right in your own home all the action, adventure, and special effects of these films in their full-size, widescreen format as they were originally shown in theaters.
What do you think? You're the expert, I just work here.
Plus, all 4 films have been digitally mastered by THX for superior sound and picture quality. So get the complete picture, add to your collection with one of these 4 great action films: Speed, True Lies, The Last of the Mohicans, and The Abyss, and experience the impact of widescreen. Anything less is simply just that, the widescreen series. Look for other films coming soon from Fox Video. It began 2 years ago in an unfinished nuclear power plant. It became one of the most challenging motion pictures ever made. And on August 9th, the most original adventure of the summer will begin at theaters everywhere. From James Cameron, the writer and director of The Terminator and Aliens, comes The Abyss.
God, I hate that bitch.
Probably shouldn't have married her then, huh?
Hang on, gentlemen.
Here's a bottomless pit, baby. 2.5 miles straight down.
It was alive, like a dance of light. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I don't think they mean us any harm. I don't know how I know that.
Whatever happens, it's up to us.
That guy scares me more than anything that's down there.
But we all see what we want to see. Coffee looks and he sees hate and fear. You have to look with better eyes than that. Talk to me, Bud, please. Do you hear me?
He's coming up fast.
I need to know if you're okay. You can't leave me here alone.
You never backed away from anything in your life. Now fight! Okay, guys, let's put the cameras in the water, please.
For the epic underwater drama, The Abyss, director James Cameron assembled an ensemble cast to face the ultimate acting challenge. Together, they would attempt the impossible, to shoot nearly half the film underwater. The Abyss Abyss tells the story of a rescue team on an unusual mission to find a nuclear submarine that has mysteriously been sunk in a deep ocean trench.
Hey, how deep's the drop-off here? Here's a bottomless pit, baby. 2.5 miles, straight down.
For Cameron, working with an inexperienced cast of divers presented a challenge.
The classic problem with taking cast into the water is survival to script. It's very hard to get someone past their immediate survival to the dramatic requirements of the shot that you're trying to do.
Since much of the cast had no prior diving experience, they were put through a grueling training course to ensure their safety.
They passed a course that is reserved normally for scuba instructors because we knew that their lives would really depend on their ability to survive anything that they could encounter during the filming process.
The whole idea is just to get you used to having water around your eyes in a bailout situation.
Special emergency drills prepared the cast for working in the revolutionary dive gear created for the film. Unlike the equipment used in normal sport diving, this gear is designed for exploring the far depths of the ocean floor.
It's not like Blue Lagoon. You don't spend a lot of time looking around enjoying the environment. I mean, you've got heavy gear on, heavy helmets on, harnesses strapping you. We're lifting very heavy objects and machinery and equipment and stuff. And it's very, very demanding.
There's something about being down there with these weights on that gives you the feeling of walking on the moon. You kind of do a backflip and land on your feet and jump from one spot to another sort of in slow motion. But there's a certain weight to it that you don't have when you're swimming.
To create this otherworldly environment, extensive topside planning was necessary.
We got Ed here, and the other two are there, right? So you're in a real good position to head out first, and then they'll follow you in the right order.
We'd have a big board, and he'd draw, this is where we're going to be. It's very easy to say on land what you're going to do. Once you get down there and you're in 40 feet of water, all of a sudden, things don't work quite the same.
Let me suggest something to you. Okay.
Once underwater, Cameron could modify his topside plan using the elaborate communication system housed in each helmet.
The helmet sort of brought us into the 20th century in that I could speak to everyone. Of course, they couldn't speak back to me, so this was a director's dream come true.
Only selected cast members could speak back to Cameron at any given time. This gave the remaining actors a chance to do some experimenting of their own.
We figured out how to communicate underwater with each other in spite of the fact that our audio was turned down. You could take your helmet and put it against the other guy's helmet and scream, "What's happening? When did we get the heck out of here?" And I mean, if you screamed as loud as you could and the other guy held his breath while you were screaming, you could actually understand what they were saying.
To shoot any scene below the surface involved a certain amount of improvisation. Even the standard movie clapper would require some rethinking once underwater.
If you're doing your death scene, your love scene, whatever, they come up and they have to smash the clapper on the helmet. So you're just sitting here like trying to get to that special place, and then it goes clunk like this, and then there's a moment of pause while everyone gets it together again, and then we can get back to work.
Since each shot could take hours to set up, access to a constant supply of air was essential. An underwater filling station allowed the cast and crew to replenish their air supply without spending precious time returning to the surface.
We squat down on our knees, they plug us in, safety divers all monitoring our gauges. It's quite exciting, really. And pump us up full of air, and then we're back in the shot.
As a result, some of their dives would last a grueling 5 hours. These physical demands placed on the cast would make crucial the element of teamwork.
One of the most important things in diving is the buddy system.
That's right. And we are buddies.
The team effort was never more vital than in the one scene that brought together the entire cast below water. 9 men would ride precariously balanced atop a submersible.
I guess it's a situation of survival. It's something that probably not too many people ever have a chance to do, is ride a submarine around like that. It's almost like riding it like it's a motorcycle down there.
For the actors, the scene provided the ultimate challenge to perform in unison in a physically demanding situation.
All right, just continue forward along the hall.
Once it actually happened and we were actually riding across this created environment, across this black, it was like our own private, like Disney ride that only we were going to get to ride on, and nobody else ever at that point in time, and that'll never happen again.
By pushing themselves to their limits, the men and women of the abyss brought this mysterious tale of the deep to life.
They rose to the challenge instead of caving in under it. Nobody ever said I can't do that on this film, and I think they should all be proud of themselves for